everybody, it's Jodi Crowley with North of Boston Lifestyle Guide, and I am here with Emily of Kids Test Kitchen today. Super excited to tell you a little bit more. Okay, Emily, so before COVID, you had a super successful program in the school systems where you went into schools and you just send out a flyer and your classes would fill up. It's been going for over 6 years. And since COVID, you're trying to adjust now. You can't run your program in the schools anymore. So tell us a little bit about the program, and we're super excited you're opening it up to communities north of Boston.
Yeah, we, I licked my wounds for a couple months, didn't do much. And then I realized that's really not the path to success. So utilizing Zoom and other technology, we essentially are doing the same thing we did in person with the kids, except they are doing it in their own homes. So previously, before COVID, we would go to the school with all the ingredients and the recipes and all that, and we would work together with the kids as a group to prepare the recipe, and then we'd try it, and then the kids would go home with the main ingredient and the printed recipe so that they could show off for their family what they learned. And now really, the kids are tasked with doing the entire recipe all by themselves at home, or with an adult sous chef, because now that they're at home, it really doesn't matter how old they are. So we have some groups where we have preschool kid with mom or dad, and then on another computer from another town, we have a 5th grader who's operating totally independent without an adult. And it's been really fun. The family is buying the ingredients ahead of time, so the kids have lots of time to see those ingredients up close and personal, before our class even starts. And then, their family is able to look on while they are working. So it really has created like a nice family bonding experience,
Yeah.
And then when Dad shuffles through the kitchen while, little Susie is finishing up her recipe, and he takes a bite and he says, "Wow, that's really good," to see Susie's face light up it's really been very positive.
And the other thing that I noticed is you have really fantastic reviews. People love what you do. They love your classes. They love the way you do it. In speaking with you, I love your connection to helping kids learn. So, Emily, is there anything else that you want to make sure our audience knows about your company and what you do?
Well, I think really, I think it's important that people know that I am not a chef. Some of our facilitators do have culinary experience, our chefs. I'm a registered dietitian, and when I started this company, my main goal was to show kids what spaghetti squash was. That was really what I wanted to do. And the kids were so excited, and then the lessons just kept rolling out, and each time they were more excited about the food. And I felt like, what I learned in school, going to school to be a registered dietitian, was that kids have to experience foods. And my whole thing was just, I wanted to introduce kids to food, healthy food. So our lessons focus on healthy ingredients. They don't fit into a stereotypical, fad diet type mold. Like, it's not all paleo, it's not all any of those. But it's just, we use real ingredients, fresh produce, and typically paired with something that kids will find appealing. So like when we do asparagus, it's got oranges in it, and the kids quickly discover that, that green thing that's bumping up against the orange really isn't that bad, But I think part of the process is that they get to experience these ingredients before they get mingled and married with each other, and it decreases a lot of the anxiety